Hello and welcome to the first HLC Rambles. Today, mainly, we're going to be talking about, our clans, our history with clans, how clans relate to the game, and pretty much whatever else is clan related. So, I guess I'll get into it. I'm NYJ. I'm a captain in Omnia. I first started out in kind of like a social clan with, I guess the only notable people were Dukami and Mats that came out of that clan, but I was in that for like 1.5 years. And then I was in Hexus for about 1.5 years, and I've been in Omnia for the past 11 months. So that's pretty much my history with clans. How about you guys?
I am in Solus. I'm a Bronze Star. I'm a lieutenant over there, and been having a good time in there so far. And I'm pretty new to the clan. I'm about a month old, but I was there in the past. But that's where I'm at again. So yeah.
I'm dumbfounded. I'm a general in Solus these days, but I started out in like a social clan, and I was in there for a couple months, and that's where I met Ray. And then from there, I was like 800 EHP or something when I joined Solus as a Smiley like 3 years ago. And I've just been in Solus ever since then, and it's been like 3 great years. Went from Smiley to General, and now here I am.
Hello, I'm Windows 10. I am in Omnia. Uh, Omnia is the first clan I've ever been. I've never been in other clans, and I've been in Omnia since June last year.
Word. So what do you guys do? Like, what do you guys do in the clan? Like, do you do shit with your clanmates on TeamSpeak and watch movies and shit, or listen to music and hang out? Like, do you guys actually hang out, or like?
Yeah, I have like a core group that I always hang out with, like every day in TeamSpeak. I just
Word.
love my clan friends. I have friends in other clans as well, hang out in their group chats.
I've seen it, I've heard it.
Just, it's a good time having friends to be there with you when you're grinding on the game.
Yeah,
Party.
I guess I could be more involved, but I do enjoy being in the clan chat and like seeing what people have to say. It's kind of like a good thing too. Like when I'm busy in Nightmare Zone, I get to see like what's up to date. I kind of get my news from the Omnia clan chat pretty much. So like it's a nice place to be in. But yeah, I guess I could be a little bit more active than you guys anyway.
Introvert.
I would say I'm quite active as far as like clan stuff goes, and I always have been. I've been very active on Twitter and the clan chat, TeamSpeak. When we had an offsite, I was active on there, active on Discord. I don't know, I really like the clan scene. Especially Solus, it's like my home. I feel comfortable doing nearly anything.
I guess I also could be a little bit more involved. Sometimes I go on TeamSpeak with the guys. Sometimes I'll look at the Discord as well. But I guess I could be a little bit more involved. I guess I'm just too busy making the DMP games.
DMP.
The thing about clans too is that most of it's just a self motivator. Like you have to be motivated to be in the clan. It's not like League of Legends where like you're forced to be in a team. With clans, like it's an optional point in this game when it's a very individual game. So like a lot of the being in a clan, doing things in clans, it's up to you to do it and to be involved.
I think it's important. Well, unless you're one of those people that's able to play without like any sort of just like conversations with other players. Like there are people that play. There are people that play all day. Don't talk to anyone else. I don't think I could ever do that personally. I can go like a couple days, but
it's depressing. Go months.
I guess I just mean like the like just playing itself, like the characteristics of the game, like the gameplay itself.
Oh yeah, in skilling clans, there's really yeah. Like you'll have a team for other activities in the game. Like
that's
you can
true,
do
yeah.
Group PVM or PKing, but like skilling is something that you don't have to do as a group unless you're doing like shit methods like winter top. But then you're doing it with a bunch of random people. It's not really like an arranged group. Whereas like skilling, like what I'm doing right now, I'm fishing, and I can do this with friends, but really, it doesn't matter. I could be on a PvP world all day, no one there, just by myself.
Okay, so actually, since I've started being on a clan, I started to enjoy more the game. Because when I was going for maxing, I wasn't in any clan, and I just played the game and didn't talk to anyone pretty much all day long. And now that I'm in a clan, although I could be more active in it, I'd say that I'm enjoying more the game now.
I don't think I could play without a clan. Well, I don't know how long I would last, let's just say, if I didn't have a group that I could be with all the time. I just think that it's one of the...
It's a lot less stressful being by yourself, trust me.
Well, it
But there's
depends
good
what
times.
you're motivated by.
There's good times, bad times, though. Right now is a really good time in the clan scene. Solus's clan scene is awesome. So, I'm blessed. Just having a good time. So who's been in their clan the longest out of anybody here?
Definitely me, by far.
Yeah. How many years have you been in Solus now?
Like 3.
Jesus Christ. I don't have anything in life that I did for 3 years. Besides this game.
What about high school?
I barely showed up. 10th, 9th, and 10th grade. I passed, though. You'd be amazed what you can pay your way through.
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, Omnia is a newer clan, and it just wouldn't be possible for you guys to be in your clan as long as me.
I was in Solus for 10 months at one point. I thought that was going to be my home forever. But, you know, the past was the past. Everybody,
Yeah, things
you know,
happen.
people grow up and they move on. They move on from bullshit and they realize that you can benefit each other. You know? Like I'm finally in a clan again where I feel like I'm actually helping. Like whatever publicity it is, you know. People can think I'm a fucking idiot. I don't care. Like I'm having a good time. But Solus like promotes people in the clan to do things and have a good time. So it's been really nice.
Yeah, I would say there's like a very strong mentality difference with being in a clan versus trying to be off the grid. I feel like you could possibly build yourself up and like build your base up just by enjoying skilling, which probably could be more long term. But there's certainly an aspect and an argument that could be made that, you know, being in a clan is such a big enhancer, you know, being around people that, you know, think like you, that, you know, you enjoy being around with, that can motivate you. I feel like that's a big aspect of it.
Yeah, every clan has their own perks. Not that I know like why each clan is different, but I know that Solus is very... I don't know. I think that we're very big on social media, at least.
Yes,
like
exactly.
We're probably very overrepresented, to be honest. Like our clan's not as big as the other clans, but there's a strong social media presence.
Omnia dominates in terms of numbers and competitive atmosphere. 100%. You go hard. They go hard as fuck. Solus, they're a lot into the media, like you just said. We have the Twitter shit going on. We have the video shit going on. The streams going on, and we're doing it all. We're not just competing. We're doing shit in the media as well, which is something I used to not want to bother doing. But being around other people that are into it, it's kind of got me into it again, you know. So
I'd say like each clan is much bigger. Like on Twitter, like I know back in the day, there was not many people on Twitter. Like if something got 100 likes, it was pretty big. But now there's just so many people from each clan on Twitter now that, you know,
it's fun. If you take it seriously, you're taking it too seriously.
Oh, yeah.
If you go and have a good time, and you find there's a toxicity on there, but if you have a good time with it, where the good times are, and you don't victimize people purposely and put people down, then it could actually be fun. But everybody's got to make shit fucking drama half the time, and it's like people are just trying to have fun, and then people take shit too seriously, you know? We'll save that for another time. We're going to discuss social media on another one of these videos down the line. But for now, back to the task at hand here. NYJ, how long have you been in Omnia since the start, right?
Yeah, like 11 months. I was one of the first people to sign on to joining Omnia.
Word.
Yeah, it was a nice at the beginning, and it's still pretty nice. All in all, yeah, it's still interesting though. Like, it's been 11 months. I'm surprised it's been this point already. It felt like it was a month ago, to be honest. Time just pretty much flies by. But yeah, there's like well over 100 people in it now, so it's made its way.
For sure.
Have you guys ever felt like jumping ship? Like, have you ever felt like you didn't want to be in the clan that you were in? This doesn't have to be the one you're currently in, but clans you've been in the past.
I had to leave Omnia, dude. For my own sake. It wasn't their fault. It was my fault.
Well, it happened twice. Like, the first time was when I moved on from my original skilling clan, although it was like a lower level clan, into Hexus, and then Hexus into Omnia. So yeah, it happened twice, I guess you could say. Because I joined, I was in 3 clans at this point.
Because for me, I mean, it's been mostly like a smooth ride, but there was one point, like pretty early on, I think I was either one Banana or Smiley still even, but basically Solus expanded and we got a shit ton of Iron Men, and at that time I was not happy with it. I was immature. I didn't like Iron
remember.
Men. I thought Iron Men were shit, and I wanted to leave it for a little while, and I was talking to my friends about it in the clan, and I guess it's a good thing that I decided not to, but...
Yeah, I think Crescendo ran the TS at the time, if I remember correctly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
2015, right?
Yeah, I was very Iron Man heavy in Solus before Erudite. Well, way before Erudite, but before they had, like, their own clan chat.
I love Iron Man!
Basically, we had, like, it was like 50-50 mains in Iron Man almost, I feel like, and I don't know, I just didn't like it. It was like a bunch of people that I didn't know. It was definitely because I was not anyone in the community at all, so it's not like I knew these people at all from before. Well, something like that happened now, I'd be okay with it, because I know like a ton of people in Erudite.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, now they have Erudite. It's like, a big established Iron Man clan now.
Yeah, but before that, they were all in Solus, and I, for a while, thought I was going to join Hexus.
Uh-oh, they thought?
It's okay, it doesn't matter if I say that. I'm pretty sure Ray already knows that.
Shh. Top secret.
But yeah, it was a good decision to stay. No complaints from there on out. Well, not no complaints, but nothing big.
If I could go back, I would have told everybody I staked the night I staked, and I would have been upfront right away with it, and I wouldn't have hit it for months, and then had problems. So, that's it. That's all I'll say. I should have been in Solus forever. The homecoming was real, and I had to earn my way, in my opinion. Everybody was welcoming to me, but people make it clear that you do your own thing. You have your time, you get involved if you want, you do your thing. Whatever you bring to the table to a clan is how you're going to make your way in a clan. You understand?
Yeah, you've always wanted to be in Solus, so
I always wanted to be in fucking Solus.
You're in here now, like, we're good.
I'm hoping so, as long as I don't fuck up again, which I probably will. I always fuck up. So,
I'll try to keep you in check, Dave.
Don't let it slide.
If you feel like fucking up again, Dave, you should come to me first, and I'll convince you not to fuck up.
It's usually what my friends do. Evan talked me out of staking last night, so I got on a Skype call with Evan, and he's like, Dave, do you need me to talk you out of staking right now? And I was like, yeah. So...
That's good, you shouldn't be staking.
That's your clan. Here's the problem, though. There's this stigma nowadays that people in skilling clans can't be friends with people in other skilling clans. Some of my best friends, all of my best friends are in Omnia. My brothers, not that I don't have my brothers in Solus, but all of my longtime friends are high members in Omnia. And it puts this awkward feeling sometimes, but at the same time, we look past it. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what clan we're in. Like, we're all a team, in my opinion. We're all trying to pass each other. We're all trying to compete with each other.
I wish it was more like that on Twitter, though, like, because there is, like...
It'll never be. It can't be.
There is, like, a big, like, just... Ooh, man.
There can't be.
Very tribalistic.
Well,
Yeah,
of
it can
course.
get
Clan versus
nasty.
clan on Twitter is pretty can get pretty toxic at times.
That's Twitter, though. That's a release. In my opinion, it's people
Yeah.
it's people releasing tension. There's no harm in it. It's fun. Twitter's a blast. 5K tweets a month I'm going for now. I only did 4,000 this past month. I'm gonna go for 5 now. And
I have a lot of tweets, and you're gonna pass me.
uh-oh. I
I
work
think
60 hours a week, tweet fucking 5K times a month, make the gains.
I think the clan that has no Twitter drama is probably Sigma.
Well, I don't want to be rude, but they don't really have anyone to beef with.
As
Maybe
long as they
Fortis.
keep doing what they're doing, they won't have anybody to beef with. If they start beefing with people, they don't want what will happen after that. They know what's going on.
I think it'd be
they're
really cute, to
respectful.
be honest.
If they started piping up, they won't. But it would be funny.
Like if it was low tier banter.
Low key, like try to throw some cold shots. Like there were people that used to talk shit. Like people with 500 EHP were allowed to talk shit on people that were actually putting in games, and they were just being rotten to each other.
Does anyone remember Giant Tank?
There's no reason to be rotten to it. Why do people have to be like actually mean to each other? I don't understand it. I don't get it. And there were people that were they were actually fucking with each other, like for no reason, just because the person was a little different. They would go and they would actually fuck with each other. And it's the internet, and that's what it is. Lately, it's been a lot better. I don't care what anybody says. Twitter's fun. It's clan-oriented a lot of the times. A lot of times the clans pack up kind of like, and they get together and they have a good time, whatever. I look beyond that. I want to know the greater of the community. I don't care about the clan drama. I don't give a fuck about that. You understand? Use your clan to network yourself. Meet new people, have a good time. Like, that's the way I look at it. You got a logo when you're in a clan. That's a bunch of people that are on your side. You understand? If somebody starts talking shit, you got however many people with you. If they're coming at you for no reason, you just I don't wanna see people argue. People arguing is a waste of time. It's just a fucking waste of time.
Well, I think there is like an art to Twitter though. Like the way me and Fraser troll, I think is pretty cool, pretty nice, pretty interesting. Having said that though, you should like represent your clan pretty well with that in mind.
Well,
so.
everybody knows I'm a fucking retard, so they already know. And
it's always important to like keep that in perspective. Yep.
Like at this point, I hope people know I mean well. I'm just trying to have a good time. Do I tweet a lot of random shit when I'm on there? Yeah, sorry. I'm having fun. I think it's funny. It's better than me doing drugs and other shit that I'm addicted to. And stuff I won't talk about. While we're on the Twitch TV here, path to the partnership, as they call it. No, I'm just kidding. But you have to look at your clan as an area where you can be yourself. If you can't be yourself in a clan, you gotta leave. I'm sorry. I don't care about the loyalty of things. If you can't be yourself, why are you staying? You understand?
Yeah, I'm sure there's a home out there for everyone. You might have to try a couple clans if you don't fit in. Then you'll find one that feels, that fits like a glove. And then you can hang out there for the rest of your time.
Yeah.
That's what happened with me anyway. I didn't even have to look.
Each clan certainly have like their own culture for sure, like their own way of going about things and their own little groups.
I know I'm not necessarily as active in the CC as I should be and as I would like to be, but I feel like I'm representing Solus in another way. I feel like, and I feel like I'm helping the clan in one way or another. I feel like I wish there was times when I could watch movies and stuff with people because I see them sometimes doing that. But I always get awkward towards stuff like that, and I don't bother because I feel like they've had established friendships, and why would I? You know what I mean? Why would I fit in to watch a movie with people? So I just end up not bothering. But maybe I would like that sometime. So try to get involved with shit like that. I see in Omnia too, they have a scene on there that they watch movies and they listen to music together, and Solus has a lot of that. I'm sure Hexus does stuff too, and I'm sure all the other clans do as well. Because it all comes down to where your friends are at, I guess. Like if you know more people in one clan, where are you gonna go? You understand? It's just it's just the way it is. Windows.
Yeah, I'm here.
You said that being an Omnia really motivated you though to go harder, and you said it's been helping you with your goals.
Yeah, the whole competitive aspect of it, I find it really motivating for me because it allows me to go for my next goal and try to get some ranks, and also some EHP ranks as well. I think that before I joined Omnia, I just did my own thing and didn't care. I actually didn't care much about efficiency before I joined Omnia. Only after that, and I think that being an Omnia was a major factor.
It's good to hear that.
Yeah, and I'm pretty happy with the clan right now. I've been there for since June last year, I think. I try to stay away from all the drama. If it's not with me, I don't get involved, and I think that's the way it should be.
Perfect.
It's probably really motivating for you now too, because like I think the requirements just got bumped up as well.
Yeah,
like,
I'm trying
towards
to.
those recs really help.
Yeah, I'm trying to get there because otherwise I'm going to get deranked.
I'm trying to get captain, dude, in Solus.
I mean, you still have it, but that's mostly because I'm too lazy to fix it.
I'll have it back, trust me. I would be very depressed if I couldn't scrape top 50 EHP at this point. I mean,
once you finish those DMP skills, you'll get into like the EHP skills. Like
agility and redwoods.
Yeah,
efficient skilling, all the Bibles, motivation. Being in Solus, being around people that 1-to-1 is like, that's basically when you go around there, that's what they want. That's what everybody does. So when you're around a competitive atmosphere like that, but you're also like, I needed the total package. Okay, I needed like a social scene because I was tired of being recluse all the time. I didn't have anybody to talk to for a couple months, so I was just by myself, going to work, coming home. Well, I wanted to join Solus because I don't have to be there all the time, but I know that the social media shit's going on, the video shit's going on. So you have to find a clan that suits all of your addictions, I guess you could say.
You said that in Solus people go for like the EHP skills, but I don't really think that it's that way anymore. At least not if you mean like gathering skills, because everybody can do gathering skills now. I mean, you can. I don't even think Solus is the best gathering clan anymore. I mean, as far as records go, we're definitely not. But we do have like a large gathering presence. We're gonna have the most top page gatherers.
We're gonna have a lot of top players this year too on the high scores. We got 2 on there now.
Yeah, I mean, if you're referring to just like top 25 overall.
Yeah, we got a lot. You guys got a lot. We have an EHP as well.
It's been really good for Solus lately. Like we had a lot of young new players, and now this year all these players are getting up higher ranks. Like Borsey is going to be a very big player soon. Leafs Nick, I guess, will be pretty high ranking, and myself, I'm getting up there now.
That's Captain Nick now.
Well, he will be Captain Leafs Nick eventually.
That'll be Captain Nick.
I don't think I'll call him Captain Nick. I just can't think of Nick as like a good player. I don't know.
Call
like
him
he's obviously good, but I'll never be able to think of him
call
as that.
Captain Dick. Remember I was Captain Dick back in 2015?
You're Captain Dick.
Remember when I used to come on the TeamSpeak, Captain Dick, with my silver star and all my Slayer icon?
Oh yeah, because back then we had only
top page.
His top page for icons.
When Slayer was 40K an hour, I used to make my name Captain Dick. Well, now it'll be Captain Dick. That could be Nick's name.
Yeah, we just call him Fat Nick.
Big Nick.
Big Nicky. Leafs Nick, speed, say a repower.
What's your rank in Omnia now? Windows, you're a sergeant over there, right?
Yeah, I'm a sergeant now.
Word. When's the next step up for you? What's going on? Are you do you look at do you
gonna
compete?
get the rank before I can get a rank up again.
Do you see that as a competition for you, like a motivator to try to get higher ranks in the HPs, motivated by being in the clan?
Yeah, whenever I get the promotion, my next goal is always getting the next one.
Word.
It's kind of unfortunate that I don't get another promotion. It'll just not happen.
That's the thing, though, dude. You get your hands on more and more content. You get your clan members motivated to put out content. You get people streaming. You get people motivated. Then that's when the shit happens.
I mean, if there's like a new clan update that like has like 10 ranks, 15 ranks, then you'll get updated to like that biggest rank, obviously. But besides that, yeah, you're the highest you'll be, being Gen.
Yeah, I mean, I just get to look forward to like top paid GHP if I ever get there.
Mm-hmm.
But my rank itself is never going to change. I mean, obviously, if I screw up big or something, I could get demoted, but I doubt that will happen.
Be careful. No, I'm just kidding. I think at this point you know what you're supposed to do. You've grown up significantly. I've known you since, well, what, 3 years ago now? We were kids basically. I was fucking 20 years old, dude. Like 19, 20 years old. You were.
I think I was 17 when I joined the clan.
You weren't very motivated. You weren't a very, no offense, you weren't a very like gung ho grind hardcore. You know what I mean?
Well, I just didn't care.
You do now, though.
For fun.
Well, I think most people pre-max don't really feel like that. Very few do.
Well, I wasn't even going for max for a long time, so
yeah,
I was just training what I wanted.
I was never motivated by a clan. I was motivated to help represent a clan, though. I never used it at... My motivation comes even if I'm sitting here by myself. Being in a clan, for me, I look at it as, okay, what can I do for this clan? Not, okay, what can this clan do for me? So when I go and I join a clan, I try to come up with shit that's gonna help benefit it in one way or another, promote it in one way or another, and build it in one way or another. And yeah,
I think that's a good point. Like, the first thing you need to do is play for yourself, make sure you're enjoying the game, doing the skills you want to do, then the clans after that. Like, it's hard to stay long term when, you know, you put other people in, like, clans first. You have to put, like, it doesn't really, I don't know if it's selfish, but you gotta, like, make sure you're having fun first before,
what do you know, if you're competitive, if you were competitive, you're competing for yourself at that point, correct? Mm-hmm. You have to remember... In
this game, yeah.
You have to remember that a clan is a beneficiary to you. If it's a problem for you, discard it immediately. Don't let anything get you out of your zone. Because the moment the game stops being number one, here's the thing. Like Alex said, his motivation's derivative of being a general in Solus. And as long as he doesn't fuck up, like he said, well, then let that be your motivation to get 200 mil all, Alex. Go for top ranks. And yeah, there you go. So
I am motivated by my clan a lot. Well, just as representation, really. I need to do well so that I don't hold down the... Because, like, you have to think about it from my point of view. Like, the other generals have accomplished a lot. And
you have to step up. Yes, you have, though. Yes, you have. You have your hands on an upcoming wave of media, videos. You're taking part in projects. What do you think this is right now? This is clan publicity for Solus, for Omnia. This is what these videos
I'm just
are.
referring to the game specifically, but you're right.
Well, as a player, you've been nothing but consistent since you started going hard. So how haven't you been representing the clan in a good way? You've been doing.
No, I think I am representing the clan fine. I just mean
you're just humble. You're just so humble that you don't see the good you do. But I'll let you think what you want to think.
I think he means like more like the mentality of it. Just, you know, he's playing for the game itself, and like the clan's helping him with that.
I just mean if you look at who the other generals in the clan are,
they're beasts.
I'm like 50 ranks below Frozen, and he's the lowest rank.
I don't even feel worthy. I don't even feel knowledgeable or worthy enough to talk to them half the time because I know how beyond me they are at this game. So yeah, you do have a large shoe to fill. You understand? So
Yeah, I got 8 boots that are twice the size of my feet. I gotta try to fill Frozen's shoes, and then Ray's shoes, and then AJ's shoes, and then Sean.
and that's the thing for me. It's okay. They are beyond me. So how can I be of service and help to the clan? That's where my mind starts going. Like, don't join a clan just to be dead weight in a clan. I was dead weight in the past at certain times, but you have to be making gains, and you have to be positive and motivated. As long as you keep making gains, getting higher and higher in your progress, you're gonna represent your clan just fine.
That's the name of the game.
What clans you guys all in this chat right now? Spam the chat with your clans. I'm curious.
I do find it interesting, to your point earlier, that some clans are known for doing certain skills, like Solus people think is like the Gathering clan. Omni
Well,
is the
that's what it
Rival
used
clan.
to be, right?
Yeah, but thing is, as time goes on, I know there's only 55. I know there's only 3 people that are over 55% of the way to 200 all, minus Vestfold. But as time goes on, you have to realize that those gatherers will start doing Bibles, and the guys that did Bibles should start doing gatherers. So it'll all intertwine into one pretty much.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
yeah.
just like back in the day when it was like Solus
Mhm.
and Hexus only. That's kind of the way it was. Like,
Yeah.
Solus was known as a micro-efficient group of players, and Hexus was just like overall beasts, like most top page players, high in EHP as well, obviously. But I mean, just like gathering skills, that's always been like the Solus thing, and that's not really what it is anymore.
But that's just a natural progression of the game, though. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, of
as time
course.
goes on, people get 200 mils
Why-
and the gap, and then
why
they
do
do other
people-
skills.
Why do people think that because a person does Bibles first, they automatically assume that that person will never do gatherings, or that a person that does gatherings will never do Bibles? Why does that? Is that just to demotivate each other? Is that just subtle jabs to try to demotivate each other?
Well,
Because it
I
doesn't
think
work.
it's just banter.
Well, I think it's just the culture as well. But yeah, a lot of it is like banter and just being tribalistic on Twitter, trying to pipe up, I guess you could say.
It doesn't work. It's, if anything, you motivate me more. People that think that way, because there are people that think it's one way or the other. It's just more motivation at that point.
I mean, the reasons are pretty straightforward and logical. If you do gathering skills first, you don't have money for Bibles. You don't have Altscape time.
Yeah.
And if you do Bibles first, you haven't exposed yourself to gatherers, so you haven't proved yourself. And obviously, they're very hard. It's a long
Yeah.
skill. They're all long skills. They're micro-efficient skills.
Just people
And if
think
you're
too
sitting
much.
there doing 14-14s, you just haven't done it. That's not saying that the people who have only done Bibles can't do it. It's just I understand that. It's just very straightforward, the reasoning behind that mentality.
Word.
That's
I
why
try to think macro.
with the lack of gatherers, but besides Hunter that I've had before, when I was slaying and stuff, heading into fishing, I kind of pretty much adapted to Paul No Life's mentality, where it's very unlimited. Where I guess you could say every skill is the same. Doesn't matter what you're doing, just click and get it done. Move on to the next one, regardless of if I have this amount of Bibles left, this amount of gatherers left, this amount of money to make. You just have to go out there and execute and do it. So that pretty much helped me kind of relieve myself from thinking of the big gatherer wall. You just got to go out there and do it a skill at a time.
Yeah, MYJ, I'm curious. How are you fishing right now? You were doing Bibles. How are you fishing right now?
Well, it's like what I said. I adapted to that mentality where it's who cares what skill
But
it is?
you're
Who cares if
breaking
it's a
the
gatherer?
molds.
No, it's just that we need to stop putting labels on these skills. It's important to just say, oh look, I'm just doing this skill now. Move on to the next one after that. Then get that 200 move on to the next one. It doesn't matter if it's a gather or not. If you have to click more, just click more. So be it. You gotta get the job done and move on to the next one. That's where I'm at right now.
That's the mentality that's helped me stick to fishing as long as I have, because I was a skill hopper before. I've always been a skill hopper, never done anything straight, and now I'm doing fishing, gonna do fishing straight. But really, it's just I thought about how every skill is just clicking, different patterns of clicking. Everything is the same. It's not like I thought that skill hopping, it keeps it more interesting. It makes it more exciting, but really, I mean, at the end of the day, you're doing the same thing. Sure, it's like different speed of clicks or different arrangements, but I mean, you're still clicking.
Your motor functions adapt to every new skill. As long as you're motivated to do it, you will adapt to the new skill. So MIJ, you're saying there's a stigma? That stigma is not true. You can adapt from Bibles to a gathering skill.
I agree. I agree. I'm just saying, like, some people it gets stuck in their head and they do burn out. Like, there is a number of burnouts,
right,
who have failed that.
So you like the skill hopping, Alex? Like that keeps you motivated, or you try to stick?
It used to.
You've been enjoying sticking straight through.
Well, for now, I don't know what'll happen after this. Just from my limited experience, I am doing okay sticking to something.
I cannot stick to the same thing for more than a couple of months because I get distracted. There's just so much to do. Like if you feel yourself bored, switch skills. There's no reason to force yourself if you're not enjoying yourself. There becomes something like that in clans sometimes though. Like the skill hopping mentality was frowned upon when I was in Solus back in the day. I remember it was like remember Finn, man, when people would skill hop and everybody would get pissed back then. It was like a bad thing.
I think Finbar was a great leader.
He was a great fucking leader. I don't care what anybody ever says negatively. I enjoyed him. He was nice to me. And
yeah, he'd be like ranked 2 or 3 right now if he kept going.
He'd be top 5. He'd be top 5.
Played a lot of hours.
He's still playing actively though.
Yeah, I mean he's playing a different game.
Yeah, he's not an old school Rooney boy anymore. That's the pack.
That's a different kind of motivation. We don't love these hoes on this game. If we want to stay consistent, we do not e-date.
You
all
can't.
Right, fellas? If you love your friends, don't let them e-date. All right.
You can have female friends. Like I love that because I like hosting them and stuff and being friendly with girls on RuneScape. But in a relationship, I don't want to bother with anything like long distance. So yeah, I tried in the past. It's not worth it. It doesn't work out for me. So to say the least.
Well, I mean, just statistically, long distance doesn't work out. But that has completely nothing to do with...
It's a distraction. It's a distraction. If it's more than a friend, it's a distraction because, like, I have friends at work that I eat lunch with and shit, and, things that we're not talking about right now. But, I don't need it. I don't need that sort of relationship in game. You know what I mean? When you're around girls every day, you don't need it anymore. I feel like a lot of guys that play, they don't have any contact with girls. So what do you expect? Is there clans that... There's clans that more promote stuff like that. Like, that's okay.
There are more social clans, like Forest.
Yeah. And that's perfectly fine.
HLC.
I think it's great. I love seeing people's that they're having happy relationships. I think that's amazing.
I mean, let the free market do its thing. I mean, if people want to go to that clan and do that, then yeah, they will.
You got all the e-girls blocked, MIJ. You don't have to see it anyway.
I was kind of motivated by Fraser to block a few of them again.
Why though? Like,
I don't know.
They're just doing their thing. Like,
it's just fun banter. I don't know.
We're whores. I'm a whore too. Like I'm doing exactly. They're not being whores in every regard, but there are times when it seems like girls out there on the net get this really negative vibe that placed upon them. Like everything they're doing is for attention and blah blah blah. Everybody's seeking attention at one period or another. Like when a guy posts a picture of an achievement he just got, it's the same feeling that a girl gets when she posts a picture of her hair. You know what I mean? So it's like you have to try to see all the different sides of shit. Like you gotta live and let live. New rule in Solus: eat. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to burn out all of our players. E-dating burns you out. That's what the word is. So what are you guys doing on this fine Friday night in the clans? Anything planned?
Not this Friday night, but in 2 weeks' time, we'll have a competition, EHP comp in Solus.
Word.
That's another thing we could talk about. We could talk about competition. I think that competition, clan competition specifically, is something that should happen a lot more. It's always really fun activities when, you know, it's like a EHP comp in a short period of time, and like everyone is on the vocal communication, and everything's bumping. Like everyone's in TS. That's always really fun. Especially with like 48-hour comps. You have like people on TS for all 48 hours.
Look what everybody's a part of right now. This is clan activity. Everybody in the chat's from different fucking clans. This is what I want to see. There's no arguments right now. This is the type of shit that people say isn't possible. But do you want to be a big skilling community, or do you want to not bother? Like, it's up to everybody. Being in a clan like that just gives you more rep at that point. If you earn a rank in a clan, it's just like if you were in a PKing clan or a PVM clan. If you work hard, you can build shit. And I hope people join clans. And at this point, we're gonna start answering some stuff from the chat. I think that's. Are you guys okay with that? Yep. You guys want to answer some stuff from the chat?
Sure.
I mean, I don't have it open, so you'll have to.
I'll read them off. I'm gonna use the little boys' room, and you guys just hang for a little bit here, and I will be back. So give me just 3 minutes, maybe 10, deciding on what else I decide to do in there. So.
Yeah, I think what you said about, clan competitions, I think that's a really big aspect of it. Like, I know the Omnia comp was huge because,
that was really big.
If you saw CML for that week, it was crazy. And
I mean, it was unlimited free time for everyone. It was over the holidays, so.
Well, the thing that I like about that is that, all the clans were involved. Like, anybody could join.
Yeah.
And do the comps. That was nice.
It always has more people when there's incentive. And in Solus comps, we don't give out prizes. It's just for fun. But, I mean, I see why money is given out in Omnia, just because you're going to have people pulling bigger hours, because, I don't know, the Omnia players are really good. You guys can pull big weeks.
I think there's also a week comp
more consistently.
48 hours, which
Hi.
I can lend to that too.
Yeah. I mean, there are people that are going to be going for like 48 hours straight in the upcoming comp.
Yeah, that's going to be nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo,
I'll do a couple of people going for it.
I'll do some late night power trance for the boys. We can keep them up overnight. I'll stream that shit. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean,
what do you think about that?
I feel like if I was in that situation, I'd probably be in my bed tapping nights with like my forehead to the wall or something, so I didn't fall asleep. I can't do 48 hours personally. That would never happen for me.
Yeah, me neither. I just can't do it.
So are there any interesting questions in the chat?
Is anybody, yeah.
Not that I've seen.
Dude, they don't want to talk to us anymore. They're done now. They probably have better stuff to do now, right? Right, yeah.
It's possible.
That's okay on a fucking Friday. I wouldn't want to hear me talk any more than you have already anyway. I don't want to make you bored. Do you guys feel like being in a clan is something you definitely want to have serious longevity in? Like, if you're going for 200 mil, you plan to be a part of clans throughout that whole journey?
I plan to be in Solus until I quit the game. Or the clan dies. If the clan dies, I don't know if I'd be able to continue. I don't think I could see myself in any of the other clans.
Word.
Yeah, like I said at the beginning, I'm really happy with Omni at the moment, so I think that I will stay there for as long as I play the game.
I'm in Solus until I do something stupid enough to get kicked.
Respect.
So I can't give my vows to nothing. I don't know what the next stupid thing I'll do or something I'll regret will be because I go with whatever I feel like doing. So as long as they accept me for me, I'll be in Solus for good. GMP, read your chat. Okay, sorry boys. Rambling here. Sorry, I'm rambling on the ramble video here. My bad. All right. What makes a good clan member? Somebody active, in my opinion. Somebody active and motivated, and yeah.
Well, in Solus, it has to be. I mean, we have a lot of people that are just like CC, but I really like when people aren't afraid to get into TS.
I just think someone who puts up numbers, anybody that can put up numbers and be in the clan, like in the clan chat's my criteria. Kind of lower, but whatever.
I think that that's just like a different mentality, you know. I mean,
Yeah,
ideally, a good player is well-rounded.
yeah.
I just think that the vocal communication is very important in Solus, just because it's like a big family. And if you fit in well on the TS, you'll have a good time in the clan, and you'll have a lot of longevity. The people that fit in on the Solus TS are the people that do the best, from what I can tell, anyway. In Solus specifically.
We have a good question. Big question here. Goals for the next year. What's your goals, boys? Everybody in here right now.
I guess
NYJ,
that my
Windows.
biggest goal would be to reach Bill XP this year.
Word.
That's what I'm trying to go for. I'll be doing Herblore and then crafting, and then I'll probably do some agility, and I'm going to try and do construction as well. And that should get me pretty near, I think. That's the
Sorry
plan.
guys, there's an ambulance outside.
Wee.
Yeah, I guess my goals are right now I have 200 mil on like me and Zunko are rank 1 and 2 EHP with only 200 mil cooking. Obviously I'm gonna be leaving that pretty soon, but I want to get like 5 200 mils this year. Start with fishing, and then some other big ones.
I'm gonna make Black D headbands there apparently. What's your fishing XP now?
I'm at 150 mil.
You're fucking fourth quarter balling right now, brother.
Well, I'm at 149, I think. But yeah.
Word.
That's nice.
Pretty much on the final stretch, and then after that, I'll go into some faster skills, gain some overall ranks. Because as fun as it is to pass people while I'm fishing, and the overall XP, it'd be a lot easier with some fast skills. Which is kind of what I want to segue into after fishing. I think I deserve it. I've earned some DMP.
I'm finishing my last melee in preparation for not doing Slayer, because Slayer is going to be faster. So we're leaving that alone. So this year we're doing smithing, crafting, prayer. We're doing defense. We're doing fletching. We're doing con. We're doing the rest of farming at some point. We're doing hunter. I'm basically going to finish my viables in the next year or so. And I'm going to fund it through agility. So yeah, like I'm gonna hit my 8th 200 mil, and then by the end of 2018, I should have about 16 200 mils. So that's the goal right now. Lucky sweet 16. You guys want to hit more questions from the chat? And NYJ, did you talk about?
I forgot one goal. I do want to hit. I do want to hit a 4K year.
Hit a 4K year.
Which I'll probably be able to do if I just keep going hard through the summer. because this time last year I wasn't playing too much, and then into the summer as well I wasn't playing too much. So as long as I go through there, I'll go over the weeks where I was doing like 40, the 80s, and then I'll hit over 4K or whatever.
Big question. Big fucking question.
Wait, MYJ needs to say his goals first.
Oh, yeah. Kickback. Ask me that again in a little bit. MYJ, please.
And I'm going to finish fishing first half of this year, and then ideally I'd finish attack, strength, defense, ranged magic, prayer, slayer, which should give me 17 200 mils heading into 2019. And then it looks like probably mining at that point and agility into 2020. So that's what I have right now.
Alright. Do you think it's wrong to encourage people to play RS in all of their spare time? Now, that is a weighted question. Because that's borderline forcing somebody to just spend all their time away from everything just to play a video game. But it's also, when you join a competitive skilling clan, it's kind of the thing to go hard. Am I wrong? Like, people go hard. It's kind of encouraged for people to go as hard as they can, but in my opinion, and from what I see, there's nobody forcing you to fucking sit inside and play. You know? I don't ever see that. Like, nobody ever, like, people are open with the fact that everybody has obligations. I have to work 60 hours a week. You have school and obligations. Alex has obligations. Like, everybody in here has obligations. People that have complete free time, that's just their situation in life. If they can play a lot, great. That's awesome. Congratulations. People shouldn't have the right to put each other down because they play more or less than someone else, or because they play the game differently than someone else. It's none of your business. And if you're being treated that way in a clan, you should probably reevaluate your life at that point.
Well, not your life. You should reevaluate the people you associate with.
Well, and yeah, but also your life too, because if you're letting people in a game dictate you, do you understand? Like, that's kind of, you should be above that. You should try to be above that type of, you know, you should have some say for yourself. You should have that stand for yourself. Like, you're not going to let anybody put you down or tell you what you can and can't do. You shouldn't allow that. But I
mean, at least in Solus, there's nobody pressuring people to use all their free time on the game. Sure, I guess, like, competitive environment kind of creates that mentality, but at the end of the day, it's your own decision if you're going to play that much. It's not really a pressure thing, I don't think. No one's ever told me that I need to be logged in 247. If I want to log out, I'm going to log out.
You're lucky that you feel that way, because I feel like if I'm not top page, I'm not even relevant. Like, I literally feel like if I wasn't a top page player and I wasn't going for ranks, like, what purpose would I even have on the game? Is the way I look at it. I hope that there's not many other people that look at it like that, because I never thought it would get this way. But I play because I want to try to get top 25 to 200 mil. That's the way it is. That's the mentality. I personally spend all my free time. I personally spend as much zero time. But you can't expect everybody to look at it like that. You have family, right, Alex and MYJ and Windows? You guys have family members and people that you love.
Yeah.
Well, I've done a little trick. You just do 168 minus your sleep, minus your obligations, and that's how much time you should have to sit down and play. Although the hard part about that is that, yeah, for most people it changes every week. Like, one day you're busy doing something you didn't expect, or the other day you're doing something else. So, but generally speaking, it's like a good way of measuring what you could do per week and what your potential is.
You find your potential, your clan exploits your potential. And that's the only way that I look at it. A clan doesn't make a player. You make yourself. Your clan promotes you. You help your clan. That's the order. Join a skilling clan, be motivated, go for ranks within the skilling clan, and you're going to have a good time. If you join and you're lazy and you complain, and you're one of those people that's not a go-getter and they're just kind of slagging around, then yeah, you're gonna have a rough time. So that's it, really, that I have to say. I know we have some questions in here. Have any of us thought of making our own clans at any point or time?
Hell no.
Not really.
No?
Never.
No.
I've always had schemes in my head of a perfect world where a group of people could coexist and there was no drama and there was, but you have to take good with bad in any situation, and it's a lot of work involved with running your own clan. And I don't want to bother. I'd rather be a part of a good established clan.
I already have my own clan.
Yeah.
I made it.
Well,
I've never been
I
relevant
became-
enough to consider making a new one.
I became leader of the social one that I was in back in like pretty much before I maxed. I think that was like beginning of 2015. I was pretty much leader of the social clan I was in, but I don't know. I didn't really like it. Then I joined Texas.
opinions on Iron Man. I fucking think it's awesome.
I'm not racist, I just don't like them.
I think it's awesome that they fucking challenge themselves that hard. You gotta be a fucking hard ass motherfucker to try to go down that route. There's no way I'd be able. I'm too much of a fucking production. Look at my screen right now. It's just a farm. I kill wyverns and I fund. Like, I don't have the balls for that.
I think Iron Man's nice, but I don't think you're reaching your potential in terms of like overall rank.
Come on. They have their own scene, dude. They have their
Well,
own
yeah, but
competitive-
It's not very active, to be honest.
Yeah, it's
it will.
not
It will be if clans like Erudite keep doing what they're doing. It
And
will
when
be.
you look up Iron Man, when you look up their overall, like they're like rank 500 whatever. So it's pretty different compared to looking at just the Iron Man high scores. I'm talking about just
Yeah.
overall in general, like
For
the highest
now.
possible rank you could be. That's what I mean.
For now.
Well, yeah,
You have to give them their respect, and also you have to respect yourself to realize that they're not competing with you. So why get upset when they're not even playing in the same game mode as you are? You can befriend people because they play a different game. Like, the big stigma with Iron Man is that they're these guys that force their methods on people, and they try to be really over elitist about it, and that's fine. I would assume that somebody who was an Iron Man would have more of an opinion on himself than a guy with a regular account. Like, naturally, you're choosing to play a harder mode, so yeah, you're gonna come off of as more of a competitive person at that point. But what do you think, Windows 10?
I respect Iron Man. I don't think I would be able to play the game if I was one, because there's so much. I'm like you. I also produce a lot. I'm always farming gold with my ult, and I don't think I would be able to gather all the supplies like they do for their skilling.
It's too long of a game mode.
Yeah,
It's like
That's why I
50,000 hours.
That's why I respect it, because if those guys actually go for years, that's going to be cool to watch. Sigma, spam in the fucking chat with Sigma. What do I think of Sigma? I think Sigma's doing just fine. I think you guys are doing just what you need to do. You're respectful. You're nice. You're having a good time. You don't overstep yourselves. You don't. I think you guys are on the right track, and you've been a great help to the skilling community, and you guys are going to continue that route. So
I think Sigma's at the point where like eventually in a few months they can increase their requirements, which will make them, more official as a clan. Like higher up there in the status of all things considered.
it's not even status. It's just right place, right time. You guys are at the right
yeah.
place, right time.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying they're improving as a clan, which is good.
I feel like we discussed this topic from start to finish. and I hope that everybody here had a good time with the subject. If you like these ramble videos and you want to see more, we're going to be here again with different guys on here 2 weeks from now. So hopefully you guys will get involved. And be sure to check out Omnia has a really good series continued on with the Omnia Ramble series. They have a third video that was recently put out with Harry and Omar and Vior. It's really worth watching. So there's that on their channel. And this first one is going to be available on the Skilling Community Discord. I'm sorry, excuse me. Damn, that fucking Discord that everybody loves hearing me talk about. It's going to be available on the Skilling Community YouTube channel. This video right now. So this part of the audio won't be in there, but I hope you guys will watch it again. If you tell your friends about it. If you weren't here in audience tonight, if you only saw part of it, it will be live on there. So we're going to cut the recording now, and I'm going to stop the stream for now. So have a good night, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Goodbye.
Bye.
See you.